Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Zoe and it's day 3 of Indie Month. And today for Indie Month I'm going to use I'm already unpacking it because it's in a box, the Moira Beauty Adventure Beauty Quest series palette. This, I don't know if there's a specific shade. This is just a shade. And it comes like in a box where it like has instructions for game. And it says like 12 plus, 2 to 4 players, 20 to 30 minutes. It's really designed as a game, so that's super cute. And this is the color story. So it's colorful, but also, not like extremely bright. Oops. I thought I could like move the box over and then everything fell. Great. Okay, let's get started on this look because that's what you came here for. I'm gonna take my Real Techniques big fluffy brush. Let's make sure it's clean. Okay, what are we gonna do today? I did not think this through. I think I want to do blue and teal. With like gold on the lower lash line maybe? Yeah, okay. So we're going to start with the shade Explorer, which is a mint shade. I've been using a lot of like minty kind of shades. No, that's not true. I feel like I have been, but it's not that bad. But I feel like in this palette, that is the most used shade, but also it could just be the shade that I press my brush in the hardest. Are we even? I feel like we're not at all, and I don't know why. Is that something? Okay, now let's take the shade Shuffle, which is like a more grungy blue. I'm just gonna blend that out slightly with that color, just because I feel like that has the most green undertone of all the darker blues. I'm just gonna slightly blend it into that crease, but not too much, because I still want that mint green to pop through, to be the star of the show on this side. Okay, now I'm going to take the shade Bestie Approved, which is a light blue. I'm just going to tap that over there. I think that makes sense, and now I'm just going to blend that out. I don't want too much darkness on the edge of my eye, but I do want a little bit of boldness right here, so I'm just going to pat some more blue, some more Bestie Approved blue over it. Let's move a little closer. I look insane right now. I look like a clown, but we'll be fine. Trust the process. I'm going to take the shade Hooray, which is a darker blue, and I'm just going to put that like to give the crease a little bit more shade. And I'm just going to, I'm kind of tapping that also into that green shade a bit, especially with what I have left on my brush. Okay, still looking like a clown, but better, like a friendly clown, I guess. What shall we do? Okay, sorry. I'm so like clumsy today. It's annoying me to bits and pieces, but guess this is the life now. Okay, I can totally see that I have never used these two shades at the bottom, the yellow and the gold. So that's our goal for today. Oh, sorry. I get it, because honestly, yellow and gold are not my favorite eyeshadow colors. They can kind of look not so nice on me. Let's move a little bit closer because yellow on the lower lash line is not a good, like, showing up color. Like, it's not a color you can see easily. And if I then sit away, like miles away, you can't see anything. So ooh, the powder got into my eye a bit. Okay, now I'm gonna take the shade I1, which is the metallic shade. I'm gonna place that over that yellow. Now I want to use quite a few shades too, so I can tell you as much about the palette as I can. I have had this for almost a year now. No, I think almost about 1.5 years now, and I have used it quite a bit. I just haven't used it in the last like 2 or 3 months, and so I wanted to use it again, you know, to and actually use quite a lot of the shades so I can tell you if it's actually still as good as I remember it to be. I'm also taking a little bit of the shade Bonus, which is even like an even brighter yellow. I'll show you in a bit. And I'm putting that on the outer and inner part. It's this shade over here, as you can see. Okay, I think I like that. Now let's see if we can build a shimmer look. I look so scary. Okay, let's start with Beauty Quest on the inner part of the eye to match that like more minty teal shade. Start over there. What are we looking like? Okay, then let's blend that in a little bit more because we don't have like a brighter blue to put on the lip. We just have a really dark blue. So first I'm gonna go into the shade Fun Time, and I'm gonna put that slightly like in the middle and over that green shade. And this is a more muted dark blue. The reason I'm putting this on first is because the other blue is gonna pop more, and the droopy effect on my eye will probably be less if I put this in the middle. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of the green over again, the Beauty Quest shade, to make sure that we're not losing that color entirely. I do have to say the Beauty Quest shade is more on the toppery side, so yes, it does have pigment, but it's not like a tap and go pigment, whereas the Fun Time is a little bit more creamy. Okay, this is the look so far. Now let's finish up with the last few metallics. I'm gonna take the shade Success, which is like a really dark blue. I'm gonna put that on the outer part of the eye, almost over that Fun Time shade. Taking the green again, the Beauty Quest shade. Like, I'm gonna show you. This is one swatch of that blue shade. This is, see what I mean? It's just a little less, it has a little less base pigment, but like on the eyes it shows up beautifully because it is going over something and then it works really well. And I'm going to tap a little bit of that dark blue shade over there. See, and now I look a lot less like a clown. Or maybe you think I still look like a clown, but that's your opinion and you're entitled to have that opinion. It's just that I don't agree. Okay, let's see. Do we need anything more? I think we might need a little bit of inner and outer corner highlight on the top half of my eye. So let's take a tiny brush. Where did I just leave? I had a tiny brush in my hands. Oh, okay. Let's use this one. I'm gonna use the shade draw token, which is a iridescent white shade with like a green flip, as far as I can see. Let me show you closer. And this is such a, like, all these shades seem pretty soft pressed, but this one is almost like a super shock kind of feel. Like if I dip my, this is a pretty hard brush, but still, I just removed the entire like imprint on the pan, and it was already a tiny bit gone, but I just completely rearranged the pan with my brush. I'm gonna clean off my brush in between because I noticed there is like a blue cast starting to form on the shade, and we don't want to ruin a shade. And I'm just gonna put a little bit more on the other eye as well, so we're kind of even. Oh, need a tiny bit more right here. Okay. This is, I think, the finished look. Let's finish up this entire eyeshadow look. The only shades that I didn't use were Lucky, Rainbow, Your Turn, and Beauty Pro, which is this one. And I think I used all the other shades. Let's finish it up and I'll be back with the final talk about the palette. And we're back. This is the finished look. I just put some sunscreen on my lips. I might put on a lip gloss later, but let's talk a little bit about this palette. I didn't forget I owned this, but I did kind of forget how good this is. Look at this. I'm going to show you up close a little bit. I love the yellow on the lower lash line. I love the green, the blue. I'm a green blue lovers and like purple and pinks, but I'm really impressed. It looks so good. I feel like it blended out so easily, and the shimmers applied beautifully as well. I love how easily the shimmers also applied over the matte on the lower lash line. So I'm very happy with this palette. You know, the only thing I'm kind of anxious about is I'm gonna need to rank all these palettes at the end of the month. And so far I've been really excited about every look I made, so it's gonna be hard on me. But if you're wondering where you can get this palette, I will link it down below in the description box. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're inspired to create some more looks with palettes you already own, or with this palette specifically if you own it, or if you really like the look I did. I hope you'll feel you have something new on your wish list. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all of that stuff, because I have a lot more coming up, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see you tomorrow.